Welcome to episode 20. Are we at 25? Is this quarter of a century?
Quarter of a century? Fuck, we've done it.
Damn.
Wow.
Wait, let me
Good
check.
job, bro.
I think, yes. Oh, no. Yeah, 25. Wow. Damn.
Good job, bro.
Fair play, man.
5 episodes to a special.
Yes, indeed. Oh, and we already know, I think we already have an idea of what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, welcome back to episode a quarter of a century of the Beers and Buds podcast, aka episode 25. How you doing, man?
It's me, the host with the most, Lloyd, and with the best looking guy on Spotify, on Sounder, on YouTube, wherever you can find him, on Twitter, on Instagram. Mahesh Parker, how are you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. I don't think I'm that great looking, but hey, I appreciate the kindness. Yeah, man, I'm good, man, bro. I can't lie, like the last month has been so busy, so I'm kind of just like, I've still got stuff this week, but I'm just kind of chilling, you know. I just need some time to recover, innit? Just been crazy busy, so yeah, but it's all good. Indoor is open now, which is fantastic news. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Had dinner inside. It was crazy.
Yeah, man, it's great. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, shout out to everyone.
Yeah, and and I'm going to see some friends this weekend, which is going to be great. I've got plans for bank holiday weekend, which I'm looking forward to. And I'm seeing people I haven't seen.
There might be a new Beers and Buds cover picture. Who knows?
Of course.
Who knows
But yeah,
can happen?
How are you doing, man? How are you?
I'm well, bro. I'm well. I'm feeling a bit better. I'm feeling better, actually.
Nice. That's
really
good, man.
You know, I was in a bit of a rut.
Glad to hear it, bro.
Yeah, I was in a bit of a rut. But we're coming out of it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. Just looking forward to the future. Just thinking about this. Thinking about the Lloyd Evans network. No, I'm fucking around.
The Lloyd Budden network.
No.
Guys,
Guys, Parker is fired.
Guys, I asked to see the contract and the numbers, and Lloyd turned me down. I'm fuming, man.
You are in breach of your contract, and from this point forward, you are fired.
The people can be confused. Yeah, it's never mind.
Yeah,
about that. That'd be interesting, actually. I would be interesting to hear your thoughts and opinions on that later, actually, if you want to.
To be fair, I don't mind discussing it. The only thing is, I'm not really clued up on this situation. Yeah, that's the only thing.
On the surface level, I just think it'd be interesting to discuss our fellow podcast people, especially as podcasts grow and as the industry grows, and people begin
if you wanted
to make money off podcasts. I think it'd be a really good topic to discuss.
If you wanted to because I think you know more about it than I do. If you wanted to briefly cover it, and then I could give my thoughts. But yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. Yeah, because I think we should we don't have to do it straight away, but yeah, wherever it fits in your agenda, Mahesh. But yeah, man. I think it'd be good to discuss that. Oh, we could do it right now if you want.
Why not? Why not?
So we had. Wait, Mahesh. In post production, I'm gonna put the beat to "Heart of the City" over this. And first the JBP gon' break up, and every day I wake up, somebody got a problem with Lloyd. So the Joe Budden podcast has broken up. The famous podcast, they do quite well, didn't they? They were a popular podcast.
Yeah, very popular
in the hip hop
very
space.
Very popular podcast.
I was on them from time. Everyone knows I was on them from time.
Yeah,
because I'm on everything from time.
Lloyd was on them since 2015. Well, he might have been listening to it before I did, but Lloyd was listening. 2015. Before?
Nah, I did. I did. I found them I found them at the back end of 2015, but I didn't really like it. So that's the first time I listened, because I didn't really like it, because I heard. I used to listen. I was on Brilliant Idiots very early as well.
Yeah,
me too. Listen to Brilliant Idiots. Brilliant Idiots. I was on from 2015. So I was like, and I heard Charlamagne just chat shit about Joe Budden. I was like, let me go listen to this guy. And I was like, this podcast is a fucking shambles. It was boring. It was dry. But then, I don't know, I tuned in a few episodes, and this guy was just powering Drake. It was funny, so I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna listen to Joe Budden still.
Yeah.
And yeah, they had a really successful podcast. His co-host Rory and Maul, Rory had been there since I started listening. Rory was there, so he was there from like a long time. And I started listening to episode 40, and they're on like episode 300 or something now, or episode 50. So you know what I mean. And Maul came at episode 77. Bearing in mind they're on like episode 300 or something now. Like it's mad. And yeah, so basically the podcast broke up. There's been a lot of back and forth. There's been a lot of he say she say type of vibes. Yeah, but Amesh, I want to know, you just upset? Are you upset to see it? Like, so basically the story is, I mean, we're going to talk about what the alleged story is. Obviously, me and Mahesh, we're not living room lawyers. We don't know everything, okay?
Yeah.
But, like, you know, it's like, so apparently Rory and Maul are on a percentage profit contract, basically. So they get a percentage of what the podcast makes net. So if Joe has to spend money on, I don't know, because obviously Joe, now they're self-employed and their Spotify deal. If he has to spend money on like parks or I don't know, like Save On, like their intern guy or this and that and this and that, like obviously that come out of that, innit? But Rory and Moore were like, okay, since we earn a percentage, surely we should be able to see the numbers because that's our deal. You know what I mean? Because how are we going to know if we're getting paid right? And then Joe was like, took that really offensive and wouldn't show them the numbers. But in Joe's perspective, he was making he said he didn't have to do that. I just wanted to know, like, maybe not your opinions on the thing, but what do you think about the whole situation? Sticky.
I think it's sad. I think first and foremost, I think it's a shame because I think
I'm sorry, I'll let you talk.
I think they've all been friends for a good long time, and it's a shame when you see friends go into business together and then the business ends up being the thing that kind of affects the friendship. It's sad because like I don't think people ever go into these things expecting for them to go south sometimes the way they do. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's weird because I've seen some people discuss it accounting wise and whatnot, and some people have said, yeah, really and truly, like the only person who should see the numbers is an accountant and whatnot. But at the same time, I get it. Like if you, especially Rory and Mark, like let's be real. Other than Joe, people listen to the podcast for them. Like they're a huge part of it.
It's not like they're just some sidemen.
They're not. It's not like. Yeah, they make the podcast what it is, and it's not like they're there just to, and like Joe does like 90% of everything, and they just, you know.
I agree.
Drop in a little bit here and there, but they're a big part of the podcast, and I think they're a big part of the success of the podcast. So in a way, I get it, like because when you work so hard for something and contribute so much to it, I think I understand why you'd want to see like how much you're entitled to, really. But then again, I think like they were saying like it was in the contract, and like their contract said. I don't know if I'm misinterpreting what has been said, but I feel like I read something and it was like, in the contract it says they're not allowed to see the numbers and things like that. But I'll be real, in that situation, I would say, I'm not sure about the legalities of it, but I'd be transparent. I'd say, you know, this is how much it's making and whatnot. But yeah,
that means Joe was paid. I don't know, man. It's a sticky one still.
It is.
I just don't. You know, the worst part is I don't even think like. What Joe did was the sticky part. Like, obviously, it's fucked up. Like, you fuck his friends. If he allegedly, Joe might have not done that. I think they were paid. I don't think it's not that they weren't paid a lot. Like, I don't think Joe was like completely fucking them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just think the way he handled it was fucking disgusting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, airing it out like that, and
I mean, it made for great content. It made for fucking amazing content. But that shouldn't have, like... And then his reaction to the Rory and Wale video, it was just bad. It was so bad.
Like, for me, I would never... If I have a grievance with a friend, let's say we go into business together, I would never air it out on a public platform. I would always look to sort it out in private. And to be honest, like, I think what people forget as well is boundaries nowadays. Like, I feel like some people can think, because they're invested in something... Like, let's say the podcast, they have a right to know the ins and outs and whatnot. But at the end of the day, we're all people, and I think some things should be kept private, some things aren't needed to be said. Like, for example, this is a different podcast and different show, not even a podcast, different show. But you know the kickoff. Yeah. So I think there was some kind of, I don't know if there was a disagreement but basically Hugh Wizzy, who is one of my favorite YouTubers, and I watch his videos. Yeah, I've met him as well. Lovely guy. I watch his videos religiously. He's great, and he used to be on this show called The Kickoff, which is run by True Geordie and a guy called Rory. I mean, not Rory.
Wait, what?
Lawrence McKenna.
Yeah, Lawrence. I'm about to say. I thought
Rory is on it. Rory doesn't run it. Though. He's on it.
To me.
Yeah. No, but it's Lawrence McKenna and True Geordie, aka Brian. And like, I think it was
aka Newcastle's finest.
Yes, I think it was October, November time. People noticed that like Hugh hadn't been approached, like hadn't been on the show that much, and people were just like, they must have had beef. Like, this has happened. You know, they hate each other. Blah blah blah. And when it came, and you know, I think Hugh said that he wanted to kind of focus on his own content, which I completely respect. And he kind of like for him, he basically explained his YouTube channel was kind of like a CV for him to get work, and he realized he had been putting himself in other people's projects instead of focusing on himself. I think that's how he explained it. Maybe I'm misinterpreting, but there's a video, I forgot what podcast it is, but I think there's a guy called Rambo.
Mahesh, it's as simple as, let's say like this, yeah. Mahesh, say we sign to a network tomorrow, me and you sign to a network tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we get bare followers, we get clout. Our podcast is doing, not even clout, we get like, I don't know, say we go to 500 views, yeah? We'll be like, rah, that's 500 views.
Yeah.
And they stay with these people, right? Because you're like, rah, we're finally getting a bit of clout. Not saying Hugh Wizzy had clout way before this. I'm not trying to shit on Hugh Wizzy. This is just a external example. Say we were then going up and up and up. Say, I don't know, in like 5 years we got to like 10,000 people. We'd be like, and we were making chump change. Not chump change. I don't know how much he was paid. But we were like, rah, if we had this on our own YouTube, got our own sponsors, we'd probably be making twice as more because
exactly,
getting the money. Simple. And I think that's what it is.
I think So, and to be fair, Hugh, he makes really good content, and it has got better. I think since he's focused on himself, and very entertaining videos. If you're an Arsenal fan, I think you'd resonate well with him. He's a massive Arsenal fan, but he has
he's a good Arsenal fan too. He's not too bad.
Good. Yeah, he calls himself the Lord of the
people.
Yeah, he calls himself the Lord of the Frauds, and it's great content.
It's not like Lippy and them, man.
Yeah, and then the thing is, like, and I think Geordie as well came out and said that I think it might have been also a finance issue, and also the fact that he had to focus on himself. But then also on the podcast, Hugh said, which I really respect, he said, you know what, at the end of the day, even like if there was a disagreement or something, like that is my business to know and mine only. Like, I don't have to tell you, and I completely respect that. And I think people forget that nowadays. I think when you follow personalities and when you follow, like, even as like in this case podcasters, musicians, some people think because they're fans that they have a right to know, like, sometimes personal or
do you not think we hear about people getting fucked all the time? I just think people sign contracts and then realise they can do it on their own.
Yeah.
The thing is, it sounds bad because there's an argument about record labels. Record labels take the piss out of a lot of people. But there's also an argument for record labels that, look, if we picked you up from nothing and we built you to a superstar and we're taking a percentage of your fucking earnings, of course we should. We made you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it to an extent. It's weird because
if they invest, because imagine how much money they probably lost at the start on this artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think sometimes, like, there's some cases where that is, and I think that's Joe's argument too. He's like, Rory and Maul, like, I made you. To a certain extent, he did. Not completely. I don't want to shit on Rory and Maul.
Yeah.
Maul is just, I don't know what Maul does, but you know he's just connected somehow through that Jay-Z relationship. Rory, I don't know what Rory does. He does that Palooza event in America.
Do you say Palooza,
Do Say Palooza, he did that. He worked at some labels some time. I don't know. Like, he's doing his thing as well, but like in a podcast.
And there's also a manager for artists as well.
Yeah, but no, I don't want to shit on Rory too much. But you can argue that the amount of not clout, but appeal he got from the podcast might have led to some of these opportunities. You know what I mean?
Maybe, for sure. Yeah, I won't dispute that. It's tight, man, because like
it's a really difficult argument. It's a tricky because you can think about record labels too.
Yeah. And I think, I'll be honest, like the more I think of it, the more I think like just in terms of, I know it can cost more and take longer. I've just been thinking like with the way I've been reading a book called I think it's about marketing, and it's about a guy called Seth Godin, and I think this is what a lot of musicians are kind of following. Not like as in they've read the book and they're doing this exact thing, but just like the ideas in the book, I think they resonate with me, because he talks about this thing called the smallest viable audience, where he says instead of trying to appeal to a mass group of people, is try and find like your niche, build the connection and build the rapport with those fans initially, and then eventually, because of that connection with you, it will spread like organically. Like people. That's
what the JBP did.
Yeah, and the more I think about it, like even with me, I mean, a dream of mine is to work in the music industry, and I'd love to be a producer. And I'm just thinking, like if it does come to it, like I think I'd rather be independent and have my own control rather than sign away my like publishing and everything and distribution rights to like a label.
Okay, cool. Can I say something?
Yeah, go for it.
Spotify, I will sell you this podcast as soon as you offer me $1 million. Fuck all that.
Fair play.
We are open for bidding, baby.
But yeah,
carry on, Mahesh.
No, that's cool. But yeah,
if you don't ask for the books either. They're being cooked right now as we speak.
But yeah,
something crazy.
But yeah, that I think it's just a sad situation, and yeah,
I
wanted to
Go on. Sorry.
On the last episode, we discussed the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and ever since we've had we've been blessed with trailers for Loki. There was like a Phase 4 kind of announcement, and yesterday,
weird little thing. Yesterday, the Eternals.
The Eternals, yeah, bro.
I didn't watch. I don't care about the Eternals.
Oh, come on, man. Bro,
Mahesh, I'm not one of these I used to read the comics, like when I not read the comics, but I used to like watch all the TV shows, and I would buy a comic every now and again when my mum let me. That wasn't often because we didn't have peace like that.
Yeah.
Okay, no, we went too. No, let me not exaggerate. I make it sound like I'm fucking in the gutter, but the Eternals never appealed to me.
Okay, that's fair. I think for me, I'm excited because like
as a kid.
Because I think with Marvel and just with comics in general, you have your household names like the Avengers, your Spider-Man, your Iron Man, your Thor.
Yeah, but remember, but like when they made the Doctor Strange movie, we were hyped because we were like, oh, Doctor Strange is on crud.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm hyped for this.
Eternals are on crud too, but like I just don't care.
Nah, but in the sense that
it's going to change my opinion.
I think just because it's something new and I think it's refreshing, and it also explores the story of the Celestials.
I said the same thing about the Guardians of the Galaxy in 2014, and I was so wrong. So I'm happy to be wrong again.
Oh, bro, the Guardians of the Galaxy, that is such a refreshing film. Such a refreshing film. Like I remember watching that on GCSE results day, and I was just blown away. I was just like, oh.
I think that movie changed Marvel movies forever. I don't know how, and I don't know how to explain it, but I think some of the comedy and the humor and the quirkiness, I think that transcended to Marvel movies as a whole. After that,
I think, in a way, yeah, I agree with that, and I'd also add, and I'd also say that I think, in terms of, let's be real, like before that film came out, those were kind of obscure characters. I think they also then realized that Marvel,
you can make
there is a market for those obscure characters. They could turn them from lesser known people to kind of the main act and have them with the Avengers and things like that. Like
yeah, I agree.
And I think as a result, I think that's why we've got films like The Eternals coming, like Shang-Chi.
I might be wrong.
But no, I get you. But we've also.
I'm wrong. I always hope I'm wrong.
But yeah, so some new films were announced. So we already knew Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, No Way Home, Doctor Strange, and the Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and Thunder. We knew
these are madness.
Yeah, bro.
And bear in mind photos that leaked with like him and Peter Quill.
Oh, for what film?
Love of
No,
Thunder.
I haven't.
Hemsworth is it's got the Guardians in it.
Oh yeah, it does. It does.
I saw the picture of Chris Hemsworth and Chris Pratt together on set.
The Asgardians of the Galaxy. But yeah. So what do you say?
Nothing.
Yeah, you judge it. But yeah, and since then we have.
No.
I mean, we knew. Sorry, go on.
I said I wasn't. Don't worry, Mahesh.
And I mean, okay, with the films that I'm about to say, we all knew they were coming. Like, we all know the rumors and whatnot, but we knew. So the Black Panther sequel is officially called Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I'm really intrigued to see how they do that because, you know, with the passing of Chadwick Boseman, God rest his soul. I think the expectation is that Shuri becomes Black Panther, but like,
yeah, I think Kevin Feige said something like they're not gonna like try and recast Chadwick. Yeah, they're gonna kill him off screen. Unfortunately, R.I.P. T'Challa, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman.
So
and yeah, then eventually they'll pass the mantle on. So maybe like the end of the movie.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. And then you've got. So we knew there was a Captain Marvel sequel, but it's being called The Marvels, which is really cool because having watched, if you watch one,
feel about that.
No, I did. I'm excited because like having watched WandaVision, we know that Photon.
Yes, of course, the WandaVision. Yes.
So Monica Rambeau, Photon will be in it. We know that Kamala Khan, who is Miss Marvel, will also be in it. So and I think they again. And I think this also relates back to Guardians as well. I think after Guardians, they realised that they could go into space with their films. And yeah, the Marvels, I think that will be based around, you know, the squirrels and things like that and outer space. I mean, when Far From Home finished, Fury was in space. So, yeah, I'm interested for that. And then we knew there was... I was actually pleasantly surprised. There's an Ant-Man and the Wasp third film.
Oh, the Quantumverse.
Quantumania, yeah, which features Kang the Conqueror.
What?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, so
it's pretty interesting.
And he's a big bad, so you know, I'm intrigued to see like whether he becomes the big bad of Phase 4. I know there will be one.
Surely, but Ant-Man can't handle that on his own. Jeez.
Yeah. So that would be pretty cool. And then
are we not getting Captain America 4?
Oh, I think we are actually, but that wasn't included. That would be later, I think. I think there have been reports of it coming out, but I think that was always going to be a case of they'll see how well Falcon and the Winter Soldier does, and if that does well, then they'll
they haven't even started filming for that yet. True, yeah.
So I think that will come, but I think that might be...
That's probably not your story yet.
In the next in the next phase 5. And there's also rumours of a Steve Rogers film. They're going to bring him back. I guess like if they were to...
Don't bring him back. Leave him.
No, but I think what they're wanting to do is explore his life, restoring the Infinity Stones, but... Yeah, so
that could bang, you know.
Exactly.
Okay, I changed my mind. Sorry, I thought they were gonna make him like it was an old man.
Oh nah, bro, nah. So I think it'll be him, you know, in his as a youth, and then we knew Guardians of the Galaxy will be will get a third film. We've known that since the last one came out in 2017, really, but you know the whole James Gunn getting cancelled thing.
It's been a while, isn't it?
Yeah, bro. It'll be 6 years after that film. Which is wild for Marvel. Marvel is normally every 2-3 years, so
6 years.
but
I guess
I'm excited.
they're gonna be in Love and Thunder, and they were in
Exactly. True. Yeah, but I'm excited for that only because at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, they teased Adam Warlock. So like, I'm really excited. Although in a way, I'm sad because like in the comics, Warlock was a huge part of the Infinity Stone saga. But there's also I forgot the name of the storyline, but there's the storyline where Adam Warlock becomes a big bad, which is what is his alter ego? It is Magus or Magus. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. So yeah, and then last but not least, we have a Fantastic Four film in the works. I don't know when exactly that would be.
Wait, again?
Again, yeah. But you know what? I have faith in this one.
I'm gonna get it right again.
Yeah. Because there's already been 3 Fantastic Four films. One of them being
no more Michael B. Jordan.
Wait,
I don't know why.
Was he the Human Torch?
He was the Human Torch. That movie was so bad.
I haven't seen it.
I mean, I saw it on the streaming service. I was gonna say something else. That film was ass. That film was ass.
Yeah,
God damn, that was so bad. Don't ever watch it. It was.
But yeah, and then so like, yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, I've basically gone through and listed all these films out, but I'll just start off by saying I'm just gassed, man. Like for someone, I think I might have mentioned this on the previous podcast or one of the previous ones. But like I've always been a comics nerd. Like again, I'm not that I'm well versed in the comics, but just in terms of I enjoy the comics and I enjoy like the mediums in which they're brought to life, like animation or games and
I always have
TV. Yeah, so and for someone like me who loves comics and seeing it all, and I'll be honest, like Marvel, the MCU has done the Marvel Comics justice that it really has, except Hulk.
You know what?
Except Hulk, but
you don't think not even in Ragnarok?
Nah, bro. Like Ragnarok to an extent, but I wanted more films where Hulk he's just brutal. Like
you know what? He gets slapped up too much. He got slapped up by Thanos too much. He does. And he got slapped up by the Hulkbuster.
Exactly,
he gets slapped up a lot, you know.
Exactly.
Chitauri slapped him up.
Exactly. So other than that,
didn't he always kill everyone in the comics? And they had to send
bro.
him
World
to like
Breaker
some
Hulk.
peaceful. They wanted to send some. They wanted to send him to some peaceful planet, and then they sent him to the wrong planet, and then he came back very angry.
They sent him to Sakaar. Sakaar, yeah, and that's when he.
Come on.
Of course, and they sent him, and then then his wife ended up getting killed, and he went mad, and then he got angry at the what they called fucking hell, the Illuminati. He got angry at the Illuminati, and then he decided, yeah, bro, you don't know about the Illuminati. Iron Man, Fantastic, Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, is that what they were called?
Yeah, bro.
Professor Strange.
Doctor Strange, Professor X.
And Professor X. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Those are the guys that sent him to space.
Yeah. Namor. Yeah. And Black Bolt. And bro, it's like, and then he fights bloody. Oh, what's his name? Don't tell me. I know his name. He's like he's basically Sentry. That's it. Sentry. Who is basically the Superman of Marvel. So yeah, and funny enough, Ragnarok did take inspiration from that, but like even then, you don't see him get, he doesn't go too mad. But yeah, it's just I'm just excited, man. I feel like we're just being like, I think some people might have thought after Endgame, like, how do you possibly keep going, or I wouldn't say top that, because I don't think, I'm not going to try and compare them like for like and whatnot, but like, how do they keep it fresh and keep it going? And I'll be honest, like in Phase 4 so far, they have, man. They have like the TV shows have both been great. We've got Loki coming in a couple weeks. So yeah, man. What are your thoughts? Enough of me. I'm just, as you guys know already, I'm gassed. I'm really excited. So.
I'm gassed, you know. I saw Owen Wilson in the trailer for Loki, and I was like, "Wow, this is gonna be a madness." What's Owen Wilson doing there? Like, it's just mad weird. Like, why is Owen Wilson in the MCU? Owen Wilson doesn't make sense. Wow. Like, what? If he doesn't say wow, I'll be very annoyed. But yeah, man, I'm excited too. I saw the Loki trailer looks sick. Shang-Chi trailer looks sick. I saw the announcements; they all look sick. Yeah, man. I'm just pumped for
the Shang-Chi trailer dropped as well. Oh yeah, me too, man.
That was cold. That was like some old school martial arts movie type stuff. Like that's what I like. Yeah. I like I don't know, in the past like 3 years, it might have come in like with me getting because I watched I watched Kill Bill, and Kill Bill's a bit like that, and I was like, yo, these kind of movies are sick. So I watched Enter the Dragon. I just like weird martial arts movies. They're fucking cool. Just like old school like karate movies. They're just dumb, but they're fun. But this is like proper like that. It's like, it's not real like fighting. It's just fucking kung fu type stuff, and I like it. So yeah, I'm excited for Shang-Chi. Loki trailer looks cold. I'm really excited for Loki. Yes. I'm really excited for Spider-Man, bro. That's what I'm excited about. I've heard all these Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, Tobey Maguire thing. Dr. Oxford's been confirmed. Jamie Foxx has been confirmed. So, boy, it could happen.
I think they will be there, but I think like they're trying to. I think it's kind of probably one of the worst kept secrets. I think they will. Like, you can see the fact that they've got a villain from the Garfield Spidey series and the Maguire Spidey series. I think they're gonna have. You can't do that without having.
You think? I don't know. They could just throw them in there.
Nah, bro. Like, they have to. Yeah,
they want to kill Spider-Man. Like they're gonna kill that Spider-Man.
Of course they're gonna have to bring. I mean, you can't do the.
I don't think so.
I think so, man.
I don't know, man.
And it's been reported, so yeah, I'm excited for. I'm excited for Doctor Strange as well, because you saw Wanda at the end of WandaVision fully becoming Scarlet Witch.
She's like in it. She's gonna be in it.
Yeah. So and she was reading like that evil thing, wasn't she? I forgot. I don't know what book it was, but it looked scary.
Yeah, she was. This lady, bro. She's Wanda's evil, you know. Wanda's actually evil.
She fucked up, man. She's fucked up.
Like what? She fucking enslaved the whole village in that show. Did she not?
Yeah, she did. She did it just. I mean, it's evil, but it's. Yeah, it's.
No, it was evil, Mesh, come on, she's a villain.
Yeah.
If just because of the writing, you're like, oh, she missed vision, you know that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
She's fucking evil. But yeah, I'm excited for all that shit, bro. I'm actually
me too, man. Me too.
Really, really excited to see what they do with the MCU, man. It's gonna be sick. I'm excited for all of it, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
And with that,
and cinema's opening up as well. This is gonna be great. I feel like every time I watch an MCU movie for the first time, it should be in a cinema.
Yeah.
Watching Falcon and Winter Soldier on my laptop felt weird. I was like, you know what? I should be watching this.
That would never have been in cinema, though. Show. Yeah.
I know, but just because it's a Marvel movie and there's action scenes like that, it feels weird seeing.
I'm sure
for the first time on my laptop.
It wouldn't be surprising if they decided. If they decided to put it in cinema, though, like it wouldn't shock me.
Nah, they wouldn't have done it because they had this Disney Plus plan before.
True.
Like it's not. But I think like just watching Marvel movies in the cinema is gonna be fun again. Because that's what I'm in cinema for. Like I'm not really a cinema goer too much. Like I go sometimes. My mates want to go, or if there's a movie I really want to watch, but. I'm not really with, I go every now and again, but Marvel movies are always the ones, because it feels like it's an occasion going to like a new Marvel movie, watching the action on that big fat screen. It makes sense, man. Yeah,
and, but yeah, on that note, I think our excitement is palpable. Let's move on to Bud's best guess. So, the football season has now concluded.
It was wild. The last day was wild.
Yeah, so, UCL and Europa and Champions League Bud's Best Guess finished, and basically I wanted to continue predicting, but one of us won, so we decided to give it up. And
no, I decided to give up. To be fair, it wasn't Mahesh.
The winner of Champions League and Europa, Bud's Best Guess, is myself. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And yeah, and then Prem, Lloyd brought it back.
Mahesh was 7 points ahead at one point. Don't ever forget.
I was 5 points. Points. It was not 7.
Ever had.
No.
You had a 7-point lead at one point.
No way. No way. I think it was 5 at most.
No. You had a 7-point lead at one point, Mahesh. You are
no
shit.
Way.
You're a bottler like your club.
It's cool.
You had a 5-point lead. You're a bottler.
Yeah. No, but bro, the only reason this guy brought back the lead is because he punted on every. He didn't actually think they were gonna happen. He fucking punted like a bloody.
How do you know? I didn't think. Why would I pick them if I didn't think they were gonna happen?
Because you had to make punts because you were so far behind.
Nah. But why would I? But how did they all come in then?
Oh fuck's sake! No.
Listen to yourself. You're saying that I made punts, yeah, but Mahesh, did they all come in? That week
they
I
did,
got like 7. That week I got like 8 out of 10. Did I not? That week
they were punts. You know they were punts.
But did I not get like 8 out of 10 that week?
You did. No, but I'm saying before, like you did them. This guy's being so pedantic.
So big man. So I did know what I was doing. So how could I not know what I was doing to get 8 right? And out of 10. When have you ever?
I didn't say you don't know what you do. I didn't say
when you don't know what you're doing.
I didn't say you didn't know what you're doing, bro. All I said is that you knew you had to make punts, and you did, and they came off.
I knew I had to predict the results right, so I did. I predicted 80%.
No, you were 5 points behind, and you knew you had to do something drastic to make up the ground.
Don't lie. How could I just... if it was all punts, when have you ever just guessed 8 things and got... When have you ever guessed 10 things and got 8 right? Never.
I still maintain they were punts.
How? If they were punts, they wouldn't have come in.
But punts can come off though. Punt is
one punt. Yeah. One punt can come off, Mahesh. Not 8 of them.
But anyway,
how can 8 punts come off?
We're just going in circles.
Yeah. This guy. You're
I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed at myself because I was very close to winning all 3, but I changed on the last day. I predicted United would win. United fielded a youthful lineup, and I changed my prediction.
So did I. I did as well, remember?
And I know, and that's why I did it. I was like, there's no way. And then bloody Wolves, man, they're fucking so dead. And yeah, Wolves ended up losing. And
I can't believe that.
We ended up draw. And you know, I thought
you changed.
I thought I'd won it. But then I didn't realise that Lloyd had predicted Spurs would beat Leicester. I can't believe you predicted that. I thought you did. I thought you predicted Leicester. Did you change?
No, I never changed. You said you messaged me during the game saying I was ahead, and I realised you had thought I'd picked Leicester to beat Spurs, and I was just like, oh, all right, then I'm just not going to tell him anything.
But man, so yeah, that annoys me because I changed that result, and then I also changed. I think Wolves versus West Brom. I predicted it initially to be a draw. This was a week when Lloyd got like bloody 7 or 8 out of 10, and I decided to change it so I could thing. And then Lloyd changed his to a draw, and he got it. But yeah, we finished level. I'm annoyed. I'm a bit annoyed, but Lloyd kindly suggested. So originally, the prize, if you won all 3, was going to be, I think, a drink, a meal, and a shirt. If you won Europa, it's 2 drinks. If you won Champions League, it's 2 drinks. So because we finished level on Prem, and I won the other 2, Lloyd decided he'd get me a shirt for winning the other 2, and then I suggested that we split a meal for the Prem one. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we should go somewhere nice. But yeah, so yeah, but BBG is finished for this season. I have won Europa and Champions League. Prem has ended up a draw, which I'm a bit annoyed about, but I'm also I get the shirt, which is cool.
Bro, I knew I had to bring it back. I knew my peas were at risk. I was like 2 drinks, a meal, and a shirt. I was like, look. I was like, we're looking at an extra 50 quid here. Not extra 50. We're looking at an extra 30, 40 quid here. Yeah. Fuck that. I was happy. That last day, when you said I was winning, I was like, man, you're a dumb guy. I didn't even pick Leicester, but I was like, I'm not going to mention it. But then I kept, I was still, because I had a mate round. I was going to say his name. I had a mate round, and I was like, man, he thinks I picked Leicester. I've got to tell him, like, because he'll realise. And I was like, you know what? He's going to think he won, and then I'll tell him. And then
Bastard.
He's
exactly
going to think, yeah. No, but I said, no, I was going to say, if it stayed that way, what I was going to do, I was going to tell you at the end that I did it because I didn't want to cheat you like that. I actually said that.
But yeah.
Because I knew you realised too.
I'm a bit disappointed. I really would have liked to have won all three. Especially given the lead I had, but now credit to Lloyd, he brought it back. And you know what? I'm getting a shirt, which I'm happy with, and we were going to split a meal.
You don't know which one is it?
Sorry?
Ooh, hasn't arrived yet.
I don't think it has.
I sent Mahesh a picture of a shirt that I was going to buy him. And it said, one of them, it's fair, the front of it's quite in good condition, I don't know if you looked at the pictures. The front of it's in really good condition. It's like an Adidas Tottenham. Is it Holston? The old sponsor you had Holston there. Yeah,
old school.
Great shirt, innit? But on
the Holston one is nice.
I
still don't know which. I still don't know which one you've got me.
I had Sol Campbell's number, and I was like, I should get this for Mahesh. And I was like, you know what? This would be too peak. Because I just know he'd never wear it because he knows you get grilled. Yeah. So I got you an old school one, not too old school, one you'd remember.
Okay. I'm excited. I can't wait to. But yeah, and what I wanted to say is we will. I don't know if we'll do BBG again next season. I don't know if we will.
No, we will. We will.
You think?
We will.
Okay, cool. All right.
We will.
We will.
I'm on his shirt, motherfucker.
So are we gonna do same prizes? Yeah, you thinking? I say we up the
shirt for Premier League.
Shirt for Prem. Yeah, that's a shout.
Yeah,
that's a shout. Actually. Mm-hmm. But we will also, and Lloyd, you're gonna have to get back on it. We're also gonna make a fantasy league. Fuck's sake. But yeah, we're doing a league, and we will be having some special beards and buds prizes and merch for the winner. And in the event that one of us ends up winning, which probably won't happen, it will just go to whoever the highest person is that isn't us, basically, if that makes sense. So
yeah, we're going to be giving out some t-shirts, maybe a pillow if I got the peas, if we have the peas, a pillow, some stickers,
yes,
man, and the runner-up will give you something as well.
Yeah.
We don't know what we'll give you. Won't get a lot, but we'll give you something.
We'll give you a little sign.
We'll give you some stickers, give you some stuff to post online. Yes. Yeah, man.
And on that note, let us move on to our final topic of the day. Jermaine Cole.
Jermaine Cole dropped.
Yeah, J.Cole dropped, bro.
No, not Jermaine.
Jermaine.
Not the realest factor. not Carolina Blue Kicks pedal to the metal, feeling like the puppet and the devil is Geppetto. Led her to the ghetto, hold your hair high. You can pick apart my raps. I ain't told you ne'er lie. Not that guy, right?
Yeah, that guy, bro.
No way, no.
Jermaine, Lamar, Cole.
Not the guy who scored against Sweden.
Ville.
Not the guy who scored that sick goal against Sweden in 2006 World Cup.
Nah.
You sure you're not talking about him?
I'm sure, bro. I'm sure.
You sure you're not talking about the guy from Peaky Blinders?
Yeah.
J.Cole.
I'm sure, bro. I'm sure.
You sure it's Jermaine?
Jermaine.
You sure it's not Joe?
Lamar.
Alright.
The real is back. The Ville is back. Ville-matic. Okay, so
the Villis MC in the game.
Yes, sir. President of Dreamville Records.
Mm-hmm.
So J.Cole dropped his eagerly awaited album, The Off-Season, on...
Wait. J.Cole, are you sure?
I'm sure, bro. I'm very, very sure.
Alright, sorry. I just want to make sure.
About 2 weeks ago now, isn't it? Yeah. What's it? 14th? I think 14th of May.
14th of May.
And yeah, I mean, to be fair, he mentioned this and he mentioned another project on his last album. So I've just been patiently waiting, and I'm happy. I'm really happy because like
it was worth the fucking wait.
It was like I think okay. Since 2014 Forest Hills Drive, I mean, he's dropped For Your Eyes Only and KOD. And I'll be honest, For Your Eyes Only was not everyone's cup of tea, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I did not like that at all. I was the biggest
Lloyd
J. Cole.
didn't.
You know how much I love J. Cole.
I know.
I'm gonna suck that ass.
And what I'll say though is,
in my humble opinion,
and KOD was meh. It was very meh. There was only a couple good songs.
It was better than For Your Eyes Only.
Nah, man. Nah, I disagree. I think
I had more songs that I listened to. I listened
fair
to
play.
more songs of KOD
That's
than
fair.
I do of For Your Eyes Only.
Just my humble opinion in it. But what I will say is the quality.
Wait, I only listened to one KOD
like
song.
neither of those comes close to the quality of Born Sinner
Yes.
and 2014 Forest Hills Drive. I think
And off season. I don't think they come close
Yeah.
to off season.
yeah.
I don't think so. This album is really good.
Really good.
Like,
It's
there is one song I don't like on this whole album.
which is
I
think that's
Hunger on Hillside.
the perfect segue. I don't mind Hunger on Hillside. I think for me like
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I
just don't like it.
I think what I'll say is about this album, I like that Cole outsourced some of the production, and you can kind of hear that. Because I think there's never been any doubt, and to be fair, I still think Cole is a good producer, but there's never been any doubt about his
100%. He gave his best beat to Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, and but I still think that there's no doubting his lyrical ability, but I think the production he could outsource a bit more, and he did, and I think it paid off, man. Like it's a really good album.
Yeah.
It's not like
Fucking really good.
there's not a song.
It's really, really
There's not a
good.
song I dislike on the entire thing.
It's the album of the year so far.
I mean, for me, like the production just it's quite diverse as well. Like I think you've got some more like chilled, laid back beats, and then you've got like some that have like more of a bounce and an energy to them, and then where Cole is like flowing and he gets in those pockets, and then you've got like,
bro, he was,
and then you've got bloody bars in his James Fauntleroy bag, singing.
Talk about this.
Bro, what the hell? I didn't know bars could sing.
I literally was like, because I remember hearing the album, and then I heard the first feature I heard was on My Life, and I heard someone singing, and I was like, I don't know who this is singing. And then I heard 21 Savage, and I was like, oh, so there are features on this album, cool. Then I heard Pride is the Devil, and I was like, oh, so there are features. And then I listened to 100 M's and what's the song with I like that song as well, Let Go of My Hand.
Yeah.
And then I heard the last song, Hunger on the Hillside. I was like, rah, J. Cole really paid James Fauntleroy a lot of money on this album, you know.
Yeah.
He did bare features. It was fucking bars.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Shout out to fucking bars. Boy, he needs to drop a fucking R&B album, mate.
It's yeah, it's I was shocked. I fully thought
we were both shocked.
I fully thought I fully thought it was James Fauntleroy. Like I was like, what? I was like, wait, sorry, I'm just bro, I was shocked. Like I fully I was just like, I heard it and I just assumed. And yeah, man, he can sing, bro. He can sing.
He can sing really well.
Yeah,
actually.
very, very well.
Yeah,
very, very well.
But God, yeah, man, the features they came correct.
And
Features, man.
yeah, but Pride is a devil. Oh man, Pride is a devil.
Little baby,
He's sick.
he has been going crazy. I thought, you know what? I have to give a public apology to my cousin. He won't hear this because he don't rate me like that, so he listens to the podcast. But my cousin in like 2018 or 2019 tried to put me onto Little Baby, and I was like, nah, this is just another popular kid.
Yeah.
I don't really care about this guy. Then I listened to this project with Gunna, and I was like, okay, this is okay. It's not really my bag, but I can see why people like this project. There's a lot of songs that I might like. Trip Too Hard's a crazy record. If you want it, that shit's crazy. But then I was like, alright, I don't really care for this Lil Baby guy. Like, yeah, this is definitely 18. He showed me Lil Baby actually.
Yeah.
So shout out to him. He's been on Lil Baby for time. And then it was that, that Drake verse that he dropped earlier, the song he dropped earlier in the year. We spoke about it in the podcast.
What was it called? Damn it.
I don't know, but he went crazy on that.
What was it? It was like,
was like,
all in the reflection of like all the protests and stuff, wasn't it?
He dropped that record. I was talking about the Drake feature, but what was it? The Bigger Picture. The Bigger Picture,
yeah.
That was the name of that record. That was a good record.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lil Baby. He came fucking correct.
But yeah, this.
I would have liked to see Cole with like a bit better of a rapper, but I'm cool with Lil Baby.
Yeah.
I would have liked a little Kendrick feature.
Yeah. I think like
I thought we would get a Kendrick feature on this album. I don't know why.
You had an inkling. I really liked. Pride is the Devil. 100 mil, bro. But I was like, no, I was shocked. Like I still can't believe that's bars. I was like, what? It's like. Still 100, like got 100 mil, and I'm still. I was like, what? Yeah, man. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a really good album.
I like My Life as well. I liked.
I like every song.
Yeah, it's it's good as well. Like I think with the previous two albums, you could say, oh, maybe his quality is dropping, but I think he's come back with a bit of a bang. He's come back and said, nah. I'm still about. I can still put out some good shit. So, yeah, man, I'm really happy.
This album's cold, man.
Yeah,
he didn't. My expectations were met.
Yeah,
they were exceeded a lot. But maybe that's because he dropped them so low. I think that might be why I don't like For Your Eyes Only so much.
Okay.
Because my expectations of Cole, but bearing in mind the last album he dropped before that was fucking 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
What an album, man! What an album that is.
So, and then he dropped Revenge of the Dreamers 2, and I like Revenge of the Dreamers 2 was cool. I liked it a bit. I liked a lot of records off
Me
that.
too.
I listened to it a few times. And I was like, okay, this album's got to be cold. And then I heard it, I was like, this is not what I wanted at all. Then when I heard the fucking, you know what song I hate? I hate J. Cole's version of Exchange.
Really? You hate Deja Vu?
I hate it. It's so much worse than the Bryson Tiller version.
Mad.
I think Bryson killed that shit.
Yeah, Bryson did.
I hate J. Cole's version of that.
Bryson did.
It's way better of a record. I think it's because I heard that first, and that's such a good record. And I heard J. Cole's first. I was like, this isn't that impressive.
Yeah.
So that was it. But yeah, man, I'm very happy with this project. Yeah, man.
I think what I love production-wise as well is that like. I think a lot of it was more instrument heavy and like had more of an acoustic feel to it, which was like quite refreshing. I think KOD was kind of weird electronic experimental in terms of production in some way, but for this it was I really enjoyed it, man. Really, really enjoyed it.
Song.
And
any records you weren't feeling?
Nah, bro. Like the whole thing, I like it.
The whole thing is cold, isn't it?
The whole thing is like there's not a single record that I can say I dislike. Like it's
not a skip.
Not at all.
Might not be a skip on this album.
There
this album's really fucking good.
Really good.
Like this might be okay. Thing is, this album doesn't overstay its welcome as well.
Yeah,
that's why it's so
it doesn't.
Good. I know. This album was 50 songs long.
Yeah.
And Cole there was definitely at least 24 songs on this album, and Cole cut it down to the best 12.
I really like
because there's no way you can make an album like this and you didn't cut it down to the best 12.
I really like Close as well. Close is another. Really good. But yeah, it's just man, like I think Lloyd more so than me, but I'm a huge Cole fan. Lloyd has been a Cole fan since like bloody 2009. So to see like.
No, I haven't.
No,
I haven't. Don't gas me.
Is it not?
Nah, not 2009. I was like, not when I was like year 7. No, like when I was like year 8, year 9.
It's only a couple years off, a year off. It might as well be.
Maybe 2011.
Okay, fair play.
Maybe 2011. I want to say.
For me, it's been 2013, and like.
Okay, so it's only 2 years off.
Yeah, but it's just good to see like. He's done justice on this album. Like he's come out and put out a solid body of work, and I think like for me, one thing that has annoyed me, I think, about being on Twitter is I think a lot of people kind of shit on Cole and say, he's boring, this, that, and the other. And instead of actually being objective and going to take in the music, they kind of do it to follow the crowd. And
look at some of the music these men listen to.
Yes.
I saw one person I know say, I don't really like all this Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole stuff. This guy listened to all sorts of rubbish.
Yeah.
I'm like, your opinion means zero.
Yeah, it's.
I ain't gonna say what he listened to because I don't want to diss anyone on the podcast.
But yeah, man.
Yeah,
all the features came cold on this.
Everyone, fam.
What was it? What was the one where he talks about like millionaire? Was it?
Applying
High
pressure.
Pressure, yeah, that's
Applying
good
pressure.
record.
Started my trial with Crown Festa. I've told Mesh, all I've been listening to is this album since it came out.
Yeah.
I've listened to the album at least like 20 times.
I think,
you know, when they do the Spotify replay or the Apple Music thing of your year, every single record of this album will be in it.
I think as well, like, unfortunately, in the interest of time, we won't be able to. But I think, like, for maybe even next podcast or future podcast, we're gonna do a big discussion on like. Maybe we can do it for the next podcast. You know, just a Cole special. Just do a whole thing on Cole and like our favorite.
We can do it. What? We can't do it now, can we? No.
Nah, unfortunately, bro. Sorry, yeah, I would have if I could, but yeah, like he's just a beloved artist for both of us. So to see him put out a good body of work feels good, and I think he's got more coming as well, which is mad. I think he's got.
He can wait for a year or two.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm happy with this album.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. Like, bro, I've been so bro, you don't understand, bro. This guy, bro, he's one of my favorite rappers. One of the reasons I love hip hop. Like
he's versatile.
I think you know what it is with him. It's just his fans. His fans give him such a bad rap. Not me and not you.
Yeah.
But a lot of J. Cole fans, especially after a lot of people became J. Cole fans after 2014 Forest Hill Drives.
Yeah.
They were like, they made J. Cole into this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so deep. He's got all this different stuff. It's like, no, I don't think J. Cole's very deep. I just think he describes surface level things that we can all understand very well. I think that's the appeal of J. Cole. He's not giving you he's not trying to be like Nas and teach you about the pyramids and all this kind of stuff. J. Cole is telling you what he means and he does it well. And he's a very, 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 very good storyteller.
Yes,
That's
amazing.
What no one could ever say about
amazing.
Him. He's one of the best storytellers in hip hop history. You can count me. I know you're gonna think I'm wild for saying that. Tell me. There's I can name. There's probably 10 rappers better. J. Cole's probably in the top 20 storytellers of hip hop.
I think so.
Time.
I think so.
Top 20 all time. J. Cole
for sure.
Easy. I want to say top 10 because that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Top 20.
And I think my only gripe with this album is I stick to the rapping, bro. You don't need to sing. You don't need to sing.
Oh, you know what, Mesh? You know what? I felt like that on my first few listens, but now I don't even care.
To be fair, on Pride of the Devil, he sings a bit, and it
I kind
works.
of like it actually. It's got a lot better.
Yeah, but yeah,
it's got a lot better since For Your Eyes Only.
I think on
For Your Eyes Only does too much singing, but this is perfect. I actually like his singing on this. The only time I thought it was a bit bad is on. You know, Hunger on the Hillside when he was getting into his bag. And he was like, oh, but all this pain, don't drown me. Like, that was like, all right, Cole. All right, mate. You're doing too much now, bro. But other than that, I liked his singing. I can't lie.
I think as well, like, just overall, as in, just high praise for this album. Really enjoyed it. And I think in the spirit of that, what we decided we'll do. I mean, is there anything more you'd like to say on this?
No, bro. Just
really enjoyed it.
Just go listen, bro. Just everyone.
Go listen.
I'm not even gassing. Like, this is the best project we reviewed on this podcast by far.
Yeah. So.
Mesh, do you agree?
I don't know if it's the best. There's been some good ones.
What project have you reviewed on this podcast that was better than this?
You put me on the spot. Like, I'll have to go and look through. It's up there. I don't think
there is. Because look at your albums of the year list last year. That's all you got to do. Look at your albums of the year list last year. Because this is the best album that dropped this year. We both know that. This is the best album we reviewed this year.
Yeah,
Conway's the second. Conway's second for me.
Yes,
This J. Cole project is different. Look at your albums of the year from last year and see if they hold up to this. I don't think they will.
Maybe not. But
this is the best album we ever reviewed in this podcast.
In Lloyd's opinion. But
I think it's fair.
That's fair. That's
what it is.
But yeah, what we decided to do with the songs of the week, we'll do a little special And to be fair, we might even do this when we do the pod, just talking about Cole. We will do a feature that Cole is on, that we and we'll also do like an old school, like an old school Cole. And
do you have anything else to say about the album?
Sorry,
I feel like we went.
Nah.
Do you have anything else to say about the album?
I just really enjoyed it.
Everyone got to listen because we can't talk about the songs. You know how we used to do the albums? The songs we like. We can't do that this time.
The whole thing is
we like
good.
Every song. We'll be here.
Yeah.
We'll be here for another hour.
Exactly.
You guys got stuff to do.
Exactly. But yeah, no, honestly, bro, that's all I wanted to.
Oh yeah, before we get to songs of the week, we just want to do our Arsenal and Tottenham review. I'm gonna do it too. I'm going North London are shit.
Yes.
There we go.
Perfect.
Boom.
Bang.
It's done.
To the point. Bang.
End of the season review. Oh, shout out to Tottenham. They're the Luton. They are the What are you?
Win the
you're the
Europa Conference League.
Conference League, right? So you're the Barnet of Europe.
How are we getting bantered? We finished above them and we're getting bantered.
You're the Barnet of Europe.
But yeah. I just don't want to talk on Tottenham. They're just not worth my energy. Not worth my energy.
Neither are Arsenal. They're both shit. North London shit.
North London's in the mud.
A whole summer I can't believe we get a whole summer and not have to talk about these.
It's amazing, bro. Amazing.
Euros podcast.
Yeah, boy. But yeah, so we'll do a feature that Cole is on, and also an old school one. So my feature is Night Job, which is Bars featuring J.Cole from his project Too High, from Bars' project Too High to Riot.
It was also on Revenge of the Dreamers too.
Oh, was actually?
Yeah. That's
wow.
I first heard it.
Mad. All right.
Yeah.
And then, does that count as a feature then?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Bars featuring J.Cole.
Okay.
On Revenge
All right.
of the
Calm.
Dreamers too.
And my old school Cole is Too Deep for the Intro from Friday Night Lights. That's the classic. Classic. Amazing sample.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Black Grammys from the third MMG album, Self Made. So the third Maybach Music Group album. It had Rick Ross, Meek Mill, Rockie Fresh, and then J. Cole came on and murdered all. I mean, to murder Meek Mill and Rick Ross, you gotta come correct. Like, they're not easy walk in the parks, when you get the song of them two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Cole came so correct. I don't think you've heard that record.
I haven't actually.
Go listen to that. Go listen to Cole's verse on that. It's crazy. Black Grammys. So yeah, that's my feature. And then my old school song by Cole, I'm gonna go with the Dead Presidents 2 freestyle off of his second mixtape. First after he got signed Rock Nation, the warm up.
Nice.
So yeah, man, we're gonna put these at the end of the podcast. You're listening on Spotify,
yes.
Not on YouTube. Go check them out.
Go check them.
If you enjoyed the last J. Cole album, you're like, I know you probably like, but if you want to get a bit deeper into it, so you probably know Born Sinner, probably know Forest Hill Drives, but you might not know the ones that are on streaming services, or the features that he did a time ago. So we're just trying to put you on.
Yes, and thank you guys for listening. As always, take care, enjoy yourselves. Now that we're allowed out, and see you guys next time.
Yeah, we'll see you all soon.